Hey everyone, I'm Abby and you're watching Get the Kids Cooking. Today I'll be making teriyaki salmon. Salmon is one healthy fish. Everyone loves it. Kids, older folks. My mom eats it once a week for beauty reasons. And my uncle in Alaska catches his own wild salmon that he sends right to us in New York City. I'm serving this salmon with some edamame that I'm going to dress with chili oil. So I bought wild salmon from the fish market. These two fillets that I have here. Fresh fish should not smell of anything. If it smells fishy or you detect any smell, then don't buy it. It's not fresh. For the teriyaki sauce, I'll need 1/2 cup of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 1 clove of garlic, which I'll cut in half, and 1/2 cup of my own version of mirin. I have here a bag of edamame, which is available in the frozen section of most supermarkets. And we'll dress the edamame with 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, Japanese red pepper, or you can use any pepper flakes, cayenne pepper, or Tabasco. We'll start with 1/4 teaspoon and then you can adjust to your liking. And 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Let's make the teriyaki sauce, because the salmon will have to marinate in it for 1 hour. I have in this pot my soy sauce. I'm going to add my own version of mirin. The grated ginger. The sugar. And the garlic. I'll turn this to high and wait for it to boil. This is boiling now, so I'm going to turn this to low and let it slowly simmer until it's reduced to about 50%, so half of what it is now. I'll stir this every now and then. The teriyaki sauce has been reduced to half. So I will turn off the heat and take it off the heat and let it cool. When you're cooking fish, it's important to remove all the fish bones, especially those tiny pin bones. So let's take a look at our salmon fillets. Operation Fishbone Removal. I'm using these tweezers to remove the pin bones. They're really tiny, so you can't see them that well. So I'm going to use my fingers to gently go over the fillet and feel for any bones. Sometimes you'll see the pin bones right away, like this one here, which I will take out. That's a big pin bone. And others you have to really feel for. There's more on this side of the pin. And you'll especially want to check along this bone line, which isn't in the center, but on the thicker side of the fillet. There's absolutely no pin bones left, so I'm going to marinate the salmon fillets in the teriyaki sauce. First, I'll have to set aside 1 or 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki sauce for brushing when the salmon is done. Salmon looks good. Now I'm going to cover this and let this marinate in the fridge for 1 hour. I have here 6 cups of water boiling. I'm going to put the edamame in here carefully because we're right in front of boiling water, so we want to be very careful that we don't burn ourselves. I'm going to pour this in. I put 1 teaspoon of salt in there as well. I'm going to let it boil for about 4 minutes because I like my edamame al dente. It's been 4 minutes, so I'm going to take the edamame out with the strainer. Now bring this to the sink. I'll be making the chili sauce for the edamame now. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil to the soy sauce. I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of Japanese red pepper. Mix it up. Just going to give this a taste. Take a little bit more in and stir it. I just need to pour this over the edamame. Edamame done. I've put foil on the bottom of the pan because the marinade tends to get sticky from the sugar and gets all stuck to the bottom of the pan, which is almost impossible to take off, so having the foil here makes for an easier cleanup. I've already preheated the broiler to high, and this salmon has been marinating for about an hour now. I'm going to put these on the rack, skin side up. This goes under the broiler. It's been 3 minutes. I'm going to check on my salmon. It looks ready. Okay, that. I'm going to flip the salmon fillets so that the other side can cook. I'm just going to spoon over the salmon fillets with the teriyaki sauce that we had put aside for brushing. So now I'm going to put my salmon back in to cook on the other side. So you know your salmon is done when it starts to flake and separate like it is here. I'll just drizzle some chili oil on the edamame. Salmon. Isn't that pretty? So there you have it, teriyaki salmon with spicy edamame.